My baby just rolled out of bed, man. What's up?
Not much, man. We were going through the gospel tonight. It was fun. It was a lot of
Oh
fun.
yeah.
Going through the book of John.
I just heard Veckel mention, and I was just curious if you would host a debate with me and Veckel.
Absolutely, man. Like, what would the debate be on?
Well, he asked. I forgot what channel he was on just a couple days ago. And he said, "Anybody wants to debate me, I'll debate you." And I said, I offered, and he said, "Okay," but he never followed up on it.
Yeah, I mean,
And he always tells me that I'm running from him. So I'm not running from
hell
anybody.
no. You don't run from anyone, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll confront him on. I'll tell him. So, was it Calvinism or like,
I don't
are
care
you
what it is.
anti-Calvinism?
He just I forgot what it was. He was talking about something. I'll have to talk it over with him and remember.
I would love to host it, man. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I gotta get something to drink. I just rolled out of bed here. I'll be back. You guys gonna be here a while?
Actually, we're about to close her
Yeah.
down, but I had a question when you get back. 'Cause I
Okay.
might have a topic for the debate you might like, but I'll let you get your drink though. There's Joel Osteen.
Well, guys, I'm going to get off here for the night. Thank you for all that you do.
Oh
Hope you
man,
guys have.
all glory goes to God. It's nothing that we do. It's like what we are able to do, what God gives us, we're able to do. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to go watch that Josh, though, video if you haven't caught it anywhere.
Okay. Yep.
It's good.
I had a long day today, man. We had to put down one of our dogs today. It was rough. He
Oh
was
boy.
getting old,
Oh
you know.
man, that's like old Yeller and things. I hate that.
And
Yeah.
I'm one of them guys that I can't stand watching something suffer like that.
No. Uh-uh.
And so, but we couldn't get him in and until Saturday or something, and it was just getting rough today. So I ended up taking him to emergency type veterinarian.
Oh
And
my gosh, man, that sucks.
yeah, I handled it a lot better this time. Last time I bawled like a baby forever, but this time I've looked at my wife. She's real close to it, and my son, my daughter. They're just devastated. And I don't know, something come over me that I just needed to be the one that's not balling, needing help. Maybe they're gonna
Yeah.
need some help this time. But anyways, I will see you guys. You guys have a good night.
You
You
too.
Have a
too,
good night,
Paul.
Paul, and God bless you.
All right, God bless you guys.
God bless you.
Well,
Have
it's
a
good
good
night.
night and your family.
Good night.
Good night.
So Kenby Robe says, just want to remind you all, I'm the best at everything, but that's
Is
only
that him?
because I am humbly superior. No, that's Kenby Robes. That's
It's probably Boki or somebody.
yeah.
Oh no, that wouldn't be Boki. They're pals, aren't they?
I don't know. It's just hilarious though. Some of these
What's
characters.
going on with that bunch? Have they been around?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I was wondering if Smokey was going to stop by and say hi to me. I didn't see him around, just on that one day he came on your channel.
Guilty by association.
But I was just wondering if they were coming back, kind of, or not. Maybe not, huh?
I don't foresee. I don't forecast. I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, I'm gonna. But you and Veckel. So like
Oh yeah.
you. So like John 6. Are you strong with John 6?
Sure. I'm strong with everything.
Awesome, man. So in John
What about it?
6, in verses 40 through 44, the Calvinists say only the elect are being drawn there, and the non-elect are basically useless. That God, pretty much discards them to the side. That they are destined to, let's say, like damnation, hell, torment, whatever you want to call it. And I mean that's really the the perspective of Veckel. So would you be willing to like debate that and say, no, that's not what it's saying? You know, like the way I understand it, like in those passages 40 through 44, is that God draws people through evangelism, and whether they're unregenerate or not is irrelevant. They can respond to the gospel accordingly, and if they don't accept it, they damn themselves. Like, that's the way I see it, you know. But I don't know how you see it, though.
Well, it goes even deeper than that, because I've had a discussion. You know, Beck will come on there and start running his mouth, and he'll start saying that, you know, I really don't know if you're a Christian or not. He'll tell me.
Yeah.
And he'll say, you know, we really don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. And then you got to take it to like what Paul told Timothy: nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
Yeah.
So then, you know, he tells me I'm not a Christian. All these other guys can tell me that too, but I'll focus on him for now. And I don't go to his, that's not a Christian. He knows I'm not a Christian, but yet he'll tell me that he really doesn't know. So how does he know what he is until he finds out? Maybe he's going to find out he's not one of the elect someday, and God ordained him to condemnation.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't.
What if he ends up in hell
elect.
and he thought he was a Christian the whole time?
Right. Yeah, maybe
So there
God
you go.
predestined him for hell. You don't know.
You
That's
don't even know
that's
who
the
he
whole
is.
problem. Yeah, with Calvinism is everything's arbitrary and capricious. Like, if God decides you to not be an elect, you're screwed. I mean, you're SOL. Like, there's nothing you can do contrary to stop it.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a good discussion.
There's a lot of
with you guys.
inconsistent babbling on about it when it comes to these guys.
Right. So
even though God's ways are way above our ways, though, why bother worrying about it? Just believe.
Right. Well, actually, as someone who is I'm not his sort of Calvinism. I think it's disgusting. But it does say that our spirit, I forget the word, attests, or it, where is it in Romans? Oh my gosh. It basically, like, when you,
Just tell me and I'll probably remember.
Yeah, I'll find it. Hold on.
What does it generally say?
Like, our spirit witnesses that we are sons of God. Yeah, that's a witness.
Oh, the Spirit bear witness.
Yeah, that's it.
With our spirit.
So we know we are saved, and even John says, you know, you have eternal life. And I think 1 John 5, somewhere in there.
Romans 8:16.
Yeah, Romans 8. I love freaking.
But you guys always go into 1 John too about that one.
Yeah. So those who are not Calvinists are the ones who really know that they're saved, because we fit that condition. If the Spirit witnesses with our spirit, then we know inside that we are an elect, or whatever you want to call it, a saint or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But a Calvinist, they would never know. I don't think they could know. Because how would? Yeah.
I looked up John Calvin today to find out when he lived. It was in the 1500s. I always forget when these guys are. But I guess before that there were no Calvinists. So there you go. So for 1400 plus years there were no Calvinists. I wonder how they got along.
Well, they would say they were pre-Calvinists, and that would be that what's his name? That major guy now. I forget their stupid names, but he was a major player in theology. Let's see here.
One of the big forefathers, like Jerome or something.
Yeah.
Or Augustinian or
Augustine, yeah. Augustine.
Yeah, I don't know those guys. I don't know my history really that way, as far as all those guys go. I don't have it down path. I don't bother with it. I'm too busy studying the scripture to worry about it.
Right.
I mean, I'd like to learn more, but who do you what antiquity do you study? Where do you know what I mean? These days,
I like
there's
John
some,
Chrysostom. If I read any type of works from church fathers, it'd be probably John Chrysostom. Martin Luther. So before Calvin, it was Martin Luther. Before that would be Augustine. Those are the Protestant fathers. That's the guy, Martin Luther. He was really suspicious, that guy.
I came out the other day and I said on my broadcast, I don't believe in the rapture. I'm just waiting for somebody to come over and tell me I'm a heretic now about it. Because I can tell you this, I've always been, fed all that stuff from the Baptist churches about the rapture and the blessed hope. So now we got these people, and they've been doing this for a long time. It's nothing new. I shouldn't say it as if it's just something new. It's not. They've always been talking about the blessed hope as being the rapture. Well, guess what? That Greek word harpazo that they always talk about is not in that verse where it says the blessed hope. It's got nothing to do with it.
Not.
So how do you make a reference to the rapture with your blessed hope? As if all of a sudden we're going to be sitting around here someday and everybody's just going to disappear and all hell's going to break loose. Because everybody just disappeared and cars are crashing and planes are crashing and skyscrapers are falling over and burning down or something. You know what I mean?
Right,
And all
but
that kind of garbage. Huh?
you're gonna fly to Jesus because you're special, man, and you're extra righteous more than those sinners on the earth. You're just better than they are,
And then I'm always saying this deal, it's come to me about they're only concerned about their disappearing. They don't love his appearing. They don't like that. I dare anybody to come after me with that. I dare them. I dare anybody. I don't care who they are.
Right. But
I'm just tired right now. I just got up.
I know. But it's so self-righteous, man. Like to think like there's going to be a bunch of people suffering on earth while you're in some banquet and partying and stuff and living it up. And this is so awesome, Jesus. I'm playing fun here in heaven. I love it. This is so great. Meanwhile, there's comets falling on the earth and bloodbaths going on, massacres, and things going on with demons, and it's so weird. It's just, I think they have the wrong idea of the Bible.
I had a neat title a while back. I've taken down. I should have kept a lot of videos that I had because I had some really good stuff on there. A lot of it's, it's not that I'm trying to be satirical. I just can't help myself because of the complete Bible ignorance that's out there. But I call them excessive compulsive rapture disorder, some ECRD. I had all sorts of names for them, along the way. But yeah.
Right. And doesn't it go along with the Greg Jacksons too, with these weird, like the hyper grace stuff too, and the rapture?
I just recently I had a look at him. I don't know why, because I'm subscribed to everybody,
Yeah.
Pardon me, I'm eating here, but the deal is, with Greg Jackson, he's always running around calling somebody a heresy and all this, and they're all backloading, sideloading, top-loading works. He's all revved up about he's walking around all the time with his dog Gunner. And it looks to me like he's having a nervous breakdown, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I think he's, lost it. And because he can never cite who he's talking about, except for maybe one or two guys once in a while. Alistair Begg and some other guy. Who's that guy in Southern California, the big church guy? I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Talking about.
Yeah, he's they're a couple Calvinists or whatever they are. He's a big mega church guy in San Diego.
MacArthur.
I think. Yeah, that one. So he's got an it for MacArthur, and MacArthur probably to this day doesn't even know who Greg Jackson is. He couldn't even care less.
Yeah.
And
right.
I'll bet MacArthur knows the news unit before he knows Greg Jackson.
Probably.
But suffices to say, Greg Jackson, man, It's just constant with him. He's always fighting some heretics, and everybody in his chat room agrees with him. So why bother? I mean, everybody on his thing are all fellowship. Why don't they start reading the Bible? They never do. You know? Why not? I mean, it's just him saying the same things over and over and over again, and it's sickening.
I agree. I completely agree.
Getting saved people saved again, I guess, is what he's trying to do over and over again. I thought it was funny, not funny, but kind of unique that Tim Henderson remodeled that whole interior of that church with that $100,000+ they got in 3 days on that GoFundMe money raising they had back a few months back. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
He's got a whole new fancy outfit there now. New pulpit, new background, big TV
Shalom, shalom, Dave, shalom.
Oh yeah. So, and he doesn't bring his Bible to the pulpit ever. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I kid you not. He's just got an outline. He's reading it.
He's such a fruity. I don't know. Like, to me, he's
a hairball. He's a greasy hairball to me. I can't stand the guy.
I can't either, to be honest. Like, it's all outward with him. I don't see any substance at all. I'm just being honest. Where's the substance? It just goes into his little things going on, his little church going on, money. Like, it just comes down to money and things like that. But he does it in a way where it's like, it's not like blatantly in your face, but yet it's still there though. Or that's, you know, that's like the fundamental thing about what he's doing, what he cares about.
He hangs around. Do you know I caught where he goes. He goes to some woman. I can't remember her name. Belly or Helly or Belly. Some older lady.
Yeah.
Belly something. I can't think of her name. Bella. I can't remember. But she's hooked in with a great big ministry down in Arkansas and several places down in that area. And they're all tied in with Kenneth Copeland and that other guy, Kenneth Hagin. What's his name?
John Hagee.
No, Kenneth. It's Kenneth Copeland and Kenneth Hagin. That's the one.
Okay.
They're all in. Tim Henderson is in with those big ministries. He goes down to their conferences for 2 weeks or whatever. That's why he needs donations for $20,000 because he's got to give it to them.
Unbelievable. Here, you know how much Copeland rakes in? Like, he gets millions and millions of dollars. In fact, he was bragging about a jet that he bought, but he was trying to use God as a facade for it. God wanted me to have this jet. And like, he's such a fruit. He's another weirdo too. Even when if you just look at him, he looks like a freaking demon embodiment. Like, he's like, whatever is in there, it's disgusting and weird.
Right.
Like, the guy's totally out there.
Especially when the reporter asked him about it. He totally went off like a crazy.
Yeah, did you see him stick his finger in her face that time?
Yes. He was like, saying all these mean things.
And then he says, "You got pretty eyes," or something.
Of course.
He's such a sicko,
The Satanist flattery thing. He is sicko.
Yeah.
That's far from a Texas gentleman in more ways than you can imagine. I mean, I've never.
Right. Definitely.
It's just unbelievable.
Even Joel Osteen don't belong here in Texas.
Joel Osteen's better than that by far.
Yeah, but what I mean? He needs to be kicked to California.
There's a rule. But
Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
Them shining teeth. We gotta love Joel, man. That smile.
You got some fancy pictures of him, don't you?
Yeah, that godly smile, that $1 million smile.
But
it's all fakery. The whole thing is fake. It's a fake gospel. Like, everything is just a scam. Scamming using God. What is it that Paul? It was lucre, filthy lucre.
So I would like to have a debate with Veckel, just because, you're not going to tell me I'm backing down from any debates. I've never backed down from anything.
Right.
That's just not Right. I mean, you can't just sit there and tell me, oh, the news he would never. No, you can't say that about me. You just can't.
No. I'm going to email Fackel. And so John 6, I guess that would be 40 through 44.
Well, there was something, though, on this channel that they were on. I forget what it was. It wasn't your channel. It had to be it had to be, I think it was James. Yeah, I think it was Jamie's channel, actually. That's where it happened.
Okay. Wow.
That's one thing I'll tell you. There's one guy of all of them, for the most part, that's never given me a hard time. You can actually talk to Jamie. You know that. I know he used to get into it with Smokey for some reason. He got under his dander there, but I always thought they got along kind of, sort of in a way, that they like to spar with each other.
I mean, he gets his panties in a bunch here really quick on my channel, so I don't know about
Does
that.
he?
Yeah, he gets sensitive and triggered.
I noticed that he just gets, he's trying to talk about 5 things at once. He's real high energy.
He's real adamant about this Daniel thing. I don't understand, yeah, why he needs that or whatever. And I don't know. He's all into that whatever Daniel thing. But I do. Jamie's a good dude to talk with. He's a real genuine guy. Personally, I love Jamie. But as far as his other shit that he tries to pull, with his theological stances, and he can't handle, any type of when you're trying to criticize him, he gets all bent out of shape and triggered, and then he starts barking back at you. He gets overly sensitive, and then then he throws insults at you, then you throw an insult back at him, and then it just snowballs. But generally, I think Jamie's pretty cool dude, though. Yeah.
For the most part, when he's not ankle biting by saying that you're the whore of Babylon, you don't know Jesus, you're not saved, and all this and that, he gets angry. And that was one of the biggest things that Jamie would whine about, is what people would say to him, but yet he's going to come back and do it even worse. So what he claims to hate, he actually is.
Yeah.
And that's just the truth. So he needs to work on opposition and that kind of stuff.
Right, criticism. He needs to handle criticism better, or at least defend it better.
Yeah.
We hold him up to a standard. The bar is set high for him to establish he has, a true biblical doctrine. We're not going to believe that some lady in 1844, said all these things, and therefore, in her understanding of her little revelations made, are true biblically, any more than the idiot from the Mormon religion, what he said, because he supposedly carried 1,000 pounds of gold bricks. What is his name? That idiot from Mormonism? I forgot his name now,
But getting back to this Calvinist
Joseph
thing.
Smith.
Yeah, Joseph Smith. I'm sorry, go ahead.
How do they all know one day they just were chosen?
I don't know. It's so arbitrary. It's for something.
But then they'll tell you that nobody knows who's saved, only God. I don't know about you. I can tell you're not a Christian, Dave. Yeah.
Right. To me, it's so anecdotal and
I don't know. I just never hear any scripture coming out of Eckel too much. It's a lot of talk. It's 30 minutes of talk and maybe 1 or 2 minutes of some reference. That's about it.
Yeah, that's
And then
about
then that background
Veckel's
music. What's
good,
with that
yeah.
background music gyrating all the time when he's talking?
But Veckel's good if you give him a chance, though. I think you would actually like him, Dave. He's actually really good. Praise?
Well, that's why we got to have a debate, because that's the only way I can talk to him.
And what would the debate be on?
I don't really know, actually. That's got to be a discussion. It could be there's some topics, I'm sure. We'll figure it out. Praise is good at that too. He's good at figuring it. I'll tell you that Praise is a good moderator. You're always asked to be a moderator, aren't you? Very often.
Yes, but
He had to
Sparrow
go.
and
He
I
had to
like
go.
to do that, like when things
Good night,
get.
Praise, if you're heading to bed. I don't know if he's heading to bed or if he got booted
I
out.
know he's been having problems with
With
his
the
internet.
Yeah, it's kicked him a couple of times, and he
Did it?
had to boot. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that happen too here now and then. Everything's goofy. But so y'all been on here for quite a while, huh?
5 hours and 49 minutes.
Oh wow. I'm not even looking back.
I don't know.
I'll
I
take that.
mean, do you guys just want to call it a night?
Are you done? Did you bring it off the air, did you?
No, it's
Right.
still live.
Is it still live? Yeah, y'all might have go to bed, get some sleep.
Okay.
I'll say goodnight to you. You're probably all tired out. I just woke up early. I've been getting to bed earlier here lately a little bit, but my schedule's all over the place. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I sleep. I'm tired.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yep. Well, good to see you.
It was
Yeah,
nice
good to see you too, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys will get that debate set up.
Yeah, it's no hurry, but whatever. And talk it over with him maybe one of these days or whatever. Just wanted to offer my participation.
You want to extend of olive branch. There you go.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee you that if that happens on Praise the Channel, I'll probably get 1,000 views on that video.
Yes. Very good. Yeah, let's make it happen with it.
Yeah.
I believe it'll be a good conversation. I bet you will gain
Yeah,
a
yeah.
friend. I bet that
Never
you
know.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we'll figure something out.
Very good.
All right, get some sleep. I'm tired too. I'm still not really. I'm just kind of here.
Right. Okay.
But y'all
Well,
get some sleep, and we'll talk again.
okay. Well, God bless you, Dave.
You
And
too. God bless. Have a good night.
and everyone. Thank
Good
thank
night.
Don't do too much two-stepping down there.
Game.